Hey my friends, it's your friend Kevin. Here's your Divine Daily Blast. I hope you're well. I hope everything in your life is going along swimmingly. I had a little bit of technical difficulty this morning, namely with this camera right here that I'm using. Dilly-dallying all over the shop. Anyway, I digress. Where's the moon today? I know I saw it. Yeah, here we go. Moon is in Aquarius. I love it. Aquarius is that really interesting sign. Anything goes. I like to call Aquarians anything goes, no matter what. As the moon moves through the detached sign of Aquarius, it's going to be easier to let go of upsets that arose with the full moon. So there's no point in hanging on to anger today. Release any resentments. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it all go. Let's see what else is going on today. May the light that is created here and now be for the highest good of everyone. Really, when the good we do comes back to us, or the good you do comes back to you. That's the saying. That's how it goes. I am blessed. Yes, you are. Yes, I am. Yes, we are. Look out the window. Get into your cupboards. Everything in the world says you are blessed. I wasn't blessed this morning when I came downstairs and found an accident on the kitchen floor. I don't quite know what that's about, but still, I'm like, okay, well, hard to be blessed when that's going on, but still, it's the dogs. They get upset at once in a while, and they decided that I was the subject of their upsetness. All right, my services are needed and will be received with gladness. What services are you providing that can be received with gladness? We have a message from the guardian angels in the form of the angel affirmation. We are omnipresent, so we can be anywhere and everywhere all at once. Don't hesitate to ask for our help with any task, big or small. There is no limit to how my guardian angels can assist me. I can ask for angelic help with anything I need. So right now, I think, my friends, that's a perfect card to show up. The guardian angels are also here with us and been with us all week long, basically saying we're not alone. And the activation message is, I welcome in all levels of support from heaven and earth. We have to be welcoming in all levels of support from anywhere. I think that's the missing link in our human consciousness. The world has not necessarily expanded. The movement of people have expanded. The migration of people has expanded. The growth of people have expanded. So as social media has allowed for people to connect with one another through digital means, they're also finding out that there's more and more worlds and more habitats and more communities to explore. And I think that's what the issue is. The issue is, at the end of the day, we're all the same. We just have different embodiments, and we've come from different experiences, and we've all been taught slightly different ways to live our lives. But at the end of the day, we are pretty much very, very similar in many, many ways. The angel numerology number today is the number 5, and that speaks to what I was just about saying, all about how life is an adventure. It's navigating the upcoming changes and all the transformations that are going on. And the number 5 really is the central message that significant shifts are already happening and more is happening. And this can relate to career, relationships, finances, migration, location, personal beliefs. We now have the evidence, both with nature, with Mother Nature, the weather patterns changing, global warming. People are rising up for a different level of consciousness. We're all open to a new humanity. We're all learning to embrace one another in a collective way, if you will. Number 5 is also about personal growth and spiritual awakening. So seeing the number 5 in different areas can signify a period of rapid spiritual progress. Where are you letting go of outdated beliefs? And where are you stepping into a higher version of yourself? A higher version of yourself also means lifting away from fear. The intensity of the message from our number 5 is amplified by the repeated sequences of it. In other words, 55, triple 5, quadruple 5. And if you happen to see 4 5s in a row, it suggests a profound spiritual shift and an opportunity to completely reinvent your entire life. So say yes to new experiences. Say yes to new opportunities. That's what fuels all of us. That I'm a yes for all of it. Let's see what happens. Mary Magdalene's been with us all week long. Just a reminder that we're a vessel from divine consciousness. We're the answer. We're being guided to our purpose through all of these messages, through all these changes. It is uncertain, or is it certain? There are things that we know about ourselves and the life we live, and there are things that we don't know. That's what makes it an adventure. Looking at everything in a new way. Seeing things that perhaps you hadn't looked at or considered before. Learning new skills and crafts. That at the time that you're learning them, you're not really quite sure why you're learning them, you're just learning them. The daily affirmation from Louise Hay, with these wonderful, I think they're beavers. They look like beavers. I share my good with others. Gifts of kindness, love, and appreciation are the greatest gifts we can give. Kindness, love, and appreciation in anything and everything we do. Now, the King of Wands. Now, I like to call him Mr. No Nonsense. And Mr. No Nonsense is all about, well, I'm going to do it. Whether you like it or not, I'm going to get it done. The King of Wands reacts by changing the game. So the Page of Wands watches and then hatches up the dragon. And the King of Wands is one who's going to ultimately send the dragon out, thus changing the face of the world. So when the King of Wands shows up, we can expect the power and the courage to challenge any part of the status quo. Now, it doesn't matter whether it's for the good or for the not quite so good. The King of Wands is a no-nonsense, I'm getting this done. In this card, you can see really, really briefly, he's got burn marks on his face, on his cheek right there, where he's challenged people. This is a fearless card, a fearless adventurer, a fearless, I'm standing in my power, get out of my way, I mean business. That's what the King of Wands is all about. We can't really sit in our soup of sadness, in our soup of sorrow. I got a paper cut off these cards. Ow, that was, yeah, no, ow. Oh, there's our card. There it goes. Trust. Ooh. That's a really, 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 really challenging thing to do for many people right now. And if you look at it on a deeper spiritual level, we only have ourselves and the non-physical energy that works for us for our highest good. Like, I love the affirmations. Thank you, guides and angels, for supporting me in all I do today. Thank you for allowing everything in my life to work out perfectly. There's nothing I need to do, nothing I need to say, And today is going to be the best day of my life. Today is full of magical adventures, no matter what they are, no matter how small. Trust is the ability to release and let go of the fear, release and let go of the idea that we don't know what's going to happen. Not really. There's what we do know and what we don't know. Let me see, I'm going to pick up the guidebook here and see if there's any nuggets of trust that I didn't mention. I do, I think it's all trust, success is all really limited. Somebody opens a business, they got to trust they're going to get customers. I sit on here with all of you and I have to trust that people are going to view what I'm sharing. I'm hoping I'm making sense. I go sleeping at night and I'm going to trust that my whole body is going to get a rest. I get up and I'm going to trust that the earth is going to face the sun and we're going to get some sunshine. So according to the guidebook, Karen K, this is Manifesting with the Fairies deck I'm using. Trust in yourself and trust that life has your back. If you fall, because it happens, let life catch you. Ooh. That is so incredible. Manifest trust by knowing you're always safe, protected and loved, and that life always has your back. Now, surrender, let go, allow life to flow, and expect the best. I love it. We are being taught, programmed by all the media, all those little cretins that are telling me we're full of doom and gloom, this is terrible, that's awful, lolly-doodle all the day. That's one way of looking at it. Or another way of looking at it, yesterday, really quickly, and I'll let you go. I'm looking out my kitchen window, and my lovely, lovely kitty cat, who's been around the house for probably 3 or 4 years, she showed up 3 or 4 years ago, crying and crying for food. I fed her. And then, of course, she told the neighbor cats to come. Well, I see her yesterday out by my kitchen window, and there are 2 little kitties running around with her. Now, trust. I go out there with some food, and she's hissing, and she's carrying on, and she's just really not wanting me to get near her kitty cats. So I'm very quietly saying, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. I had to trust that she wasn't going to attack me. And she had to trust that I was there for the good of her babies. So I just sat the little bowls of food down there on the grass and went back about my business. That's what trust is about. Even when we hit the wall, and we do, a lot of times, we hit the wall. Find out when you hit that wall, when you get that letter, when you get that bill, when you get that phone call, when you get that notice, that something's happened that you weren't expecting. This is where we have to lie into trust. I trust it'll all be okay. I trust it's going to work out for my highest good. I trust that I am perfectly lined up and nothing is going to happen that's going to be for my detriment. Everything's for our highest good. You know what happens when we don't trust. You know what happens when we have no trust. We're born with trust. It's hardwired into who we are. We come into the world with trust. If you believe in the concept that we choose our pathway and our purpose before we get here, if you believe that, maybe you don't. Maybe you think you get born, you arrive, and everything else is an adventure. But if you trust, before you come into this physical embodiment, that you're going to be taken care of, that you're going to be okay, we have to trust it. So sometimes we have to be challenged by life so we're reminded to trust it. I'm on my soapbox again. All right, my friends, that's it from me for right now. I'll be back tomorrow. Lots of love to you. Many blessings to you. Just learn to trust. Lean in. Let go. Bye for now.